Hello, everybody. Welcome to AC Milan TV News. My name is Bruno, and we're going to start right away with an atrocious game that happened today. It was awful. Was one of the worst games I've seen AC Milan play. I'm not sure what the plan is really for AC Milan. It was just terrible. It was a very boring game. I fell asleep twice in the first half. We couldn't score a goal against a Serie C team in Cesena. Cesena played well for the teams they are, and they got a draw out of AC Milan with a week left to go before the season. I am very disappointed at this game. It was a wake up call, really, because we thought we were doing quite well before this game. And I know some of you guys are going to say, what is you shouldn't judge the players now because it's preseason, but we're a week away from the season start. A week away, okay? And there's no plan going forward. The final 30 is awful. Awful. We can't score goals. Piontek is playing terrible, okay? That is a concern right now. Piontek is not scoring goals. He's not moving around. He's not creating space for himself. And it's just a terrible situation right now. I don't see Piontek scoring goals. He is a player that's in there to score goals. Why is Gianpaolo playing Castiel as a second striker? I don't understand. He's not a second striker, okay? He is, at best, number 10 on that formation. And if he's not going to be able to play in that position, sell him right away because we need the funds. And it just doesn't make sense what's going on over there. Why would he start with Borini, Çalhanoğlu, and Biglia a week before the match against Udinese? That midfield is so bad. It was so boring. There's no creativity whatsoever. Borini is not a player that you start from the beginning. If he starts next week with Borini, it's gonna be awful. I'm telling you guys that is not the way to go. He can't be playing from the start. He has to play from the bench. He is a good player for us, but from the bench. He cannot be starting the games. This is the last game of the preseason. He should be playing every player that he's going to start a game next week with from the start. Okay, Paqueta should be starting. Castiel should be starting. I don't know if he's going to start with Biglia, but if it is, so it should be Paqueta, Biglia, and Castiel, and that's it. You shouldn't be putting Çalhanoğlu in the midfield, Çalhanoğlu as a holding midfielder. Why is Çalhanoğlu playing as a holding midfielder when Biglia comes out of the field? Why is Bessener not going in that position so we can see how he does, how he plays? He was the best player in the Africa Con. Why are we not playing him? It's just Çalhanoğlu is a number 10 or a midfielder. Okay, he's not a holding midfielder. Why is he playing there? He had a horrible game today. Terrible game. He shouldn't be playing the second half at all. Um, some of the stuff is going on. It just doesn't make sense. Castiel doesn't make sense. If Suso has a bad game, the whole team falls apart. It gets totally destroyed. It was so boring to watch the game. It was so boring, and Musakio running from the back all the way to the front all the time. Like he did it twice, two, three times. What happens when we play against a team that's very good and he counterattack? We're gonna have Romagnoli by himself in defense. I just don't understand what the whole concept of the team is. What John Paul is trying to accomplish here. This game it was supposed to boost the morale of the players, so next week we can play with everything we got. The players, since it's the last game of the preseason, they should be almost 100% match fit, and they're not. And you can tell. Cesena is a serious cheap team, and they're playing against AC Milan. They're attacking. They're almost scoring goals, and we're here a week away from our season, and we're trying to figure out which players are gonna go where. What the hell is going on? It's just gonna this way we're not gonna finish in top four. It's gonna be impossible. The way we play today, if we play like that, if we play with Çalhanoğlu, Borini, and Biglia in midfield, we're not gonna finish in top four. We're not finishing top four whatsoever. And I don't care if it's preseason. I don't care if it's preseason. Okay, I don't really care. It, we should be ready for the season to come, which is next week. We should be ready. Our second team, okay, people online, I saw people online saying, oh, we're not going to be starting with Borini. We're not going to start with some of these players. You got to realize we're playing against we're not playing against Real Madrid here. We had half our players on the field were starter players. They're gonna be starting next week. Okay, they're gonna start next week. We're AC Milan. Our bench should be good enough to beat that team. Our bench should be good enough. Our second team should be good enough to beat them. Not the first team. The first team should be winning 5-0, 4-0. But for some reason, we can't create anything going forward. And that is the whole story for the whole preseason. The whole preseason was the same way. We had a very good game, very good game against Manchester United, but our forwards are not scoring goals. Which forward scored a goal this preseason? In the last 5 games, none of them. None of them has scored. André Silva hasn't scored. Piątek hasn't scored. Castiel hasn't scored. So what is the plan here? Are we just gonna be shooting from outside the box all the time? We're gonna be hoping for free kicks and Suzo can take free kicks. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. And I'm not sure why Bonaventura wasn't there. I'm not sure why Lyon wasn't there. Those are players that did very well last game, and they weren't included in the squad. I'm not. I don't know the reason. Maybe they're injured. Maybe they're training by themselves. I don't know. But we got to figure something out here. John Paulo has to figure something out. I couldn't believe he put Çalhanoğlu to play. That was a play Çalhanoğlu in place of Biglia when you have another defender, uh, a defender in the bench. Why would you do that? A good one too. Çalhanoğlu is not that kind of player. And listen, when Paqueta doesn't play, when Castiel came in, he did well. Paqueta did well. When these players, they're a little bit higher quality, doesn't play, our team just crumbles. They crumble. Cesena just sat back and counterattacked the whole time, and we couldn't do anything. Piontek, I don't know what's going on with him. Again, it doesn't create space for himself. He's just waiting for the ball. The ball comes to him. He gets touched and he falls on the ground all the time, asking for a foul. What is going on? Why is he Neymar now? He just wants to get fouls from nothing. He's not creating anything, nothing. And I'm not sure. I listen. I've been backing Piontek the whole time, the whole preseason. I've been saying, what? It's just preseason. He's trying to get used to the formation. He's trying to develop with the team. But listen, dude, you got to create something. If something's not working, you're not Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic, he can be sitting there and the ball he's gonna get the goal somehow. Piontek is not that. He needs to find a way to create chances for himself. If players are not working for him, he has to do something. And it's so frustrating. Today was really frustrating. And I know a lot of people, they don't care. It's on preseason. We didn't feel the best 11. It's just, it doesn't matter what we feel. Literally, we couldn't win the game with a full 11 because we don't create anything. Piontek doesn't move. Castiel is not a forward. André Silva doesn't want to be there. What the hell do you guys want to? How are we gonna win? We can't win unless Suzo creates something crazy from an outside box, a shot from outside or a free kick, or maybe Bonaventura. Bonaventura isn't even there. It's just, oh my god, it was. I was so annoyed, so pissed off because this game. I went into this game thinking we're gonna win 3-0, 4-0, maybe 5-0. But we can't score goals. We can't create anything unless we have the right players to be there. And I honestly feel that our standard as fans, as the club as well, they drop so dramatically now that it doesn't matter to them. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, they just want to maybe reach top four, maybe, and that's not what we are. We are a club that wins titles, that been winning titles, they have a great history, and we're just throwing that away. We're just focusing on top four, and they're playing like they maybe they'll make top four, and it's just so frustrating, so aggravating because we should be competing for titles every season. And I understand there's some problems with AC Milan, but the players there now, they should give their heart out. They don't, and we sold a player like Utrone that used to go into the field and give everything he has, and we sold that because we didn't appreciate. We are basically bringing players that just want to be here for the money, or for the history, but they don't want to fight for the club. And that's what I see most of these players. I think Çalhanoğlu is one of those players. I think he's pretty lazy. He's very inconsistent, and uh, you know, Rodriguez maybe the same way. I'm just so frustrated. I'm frustrated, and I feel like if we don't figure something out right now, we're gonna have a major problem if Souza doesn't play well. Okay, if Souza doesn't play well during the season, we're gonna lose games, and that is a fact. Right now, that's what's going on. If Souza has an off game, we're gonna lose or draw, and it's just how it is. Because if he has a mediocre game, we can do anything. Piontek doesn't move. Castiel, who's not really doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Our midfield, it's so boring. They don't have any creativity whatsoever. I know Borini is a workhorse, sure, but his skill level is so basic. He doesn't know how to do anything. He just knows how to run. He's just a fighter. That's all he is. Çalhanoğlu, if he wants to play, he'll play. It's just, it's so frustrating. It's That game was awful, and I know you guys didn't like it either, but we're gonna see what happens next week, and I'm kind of concerned now on what's gonna happen for the season. If we don't change something, we're gonna be fighting for sixth place or fifth place again, and that's not what we need. We need to have the Champions League every year to be able to develop our team to be better. Um, I hope that John Paul changes things. He seemed. I'm just hoping that he does not start with the midfield he did today because that's gonna. Is just no creativity there. He's just gonna lose a game or maybe draw the game, and that's not what we need in the first game of the season. Thanks for watching. Comment in the comment section below. Like the video, share the video. It does help, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.